Warning: the following video is a satire. It is not to be taken seriously by anyone, anywhere. If you can't take a joke, don't watch this video. If you don't like foul language, do not watch this video. You have been warned. If you choose to watch this video, you understand the rights that you have and don't have. You have the right to enjoy it. You have the right to hate it. You do not have the right to complain about the fact that it has foul language and that it could be offensive. I told you, this is a satire. It's a joke. Number one, right off the bat, do you have a fake ID? No, I don't have a fake ID. I don't need it. I got my driver's license. To what extent do you support the following policies? Stricter penalties for the use of fake IDs to purchase alcohol illegally. I don't really care because I don't use it. So I'm going to go 4, middle of the ground. Apply stricter penalties for the use of another person's ID to purchase alcohol illegally. 4. Age 21 minimum legal drinking age. 4. Zero tolerance law, which specifies the maximum blood alcohol concentration of 0.02 or less for drivers under the age of 21. Again, 4. Now, a lot of people have something to say about the 21 age limit for drinking. Go ahead, post a comment about what you think about that. Should we change it? And why? Why or why not, I should say. Number 3, to what extent do you think other students support or oppose the following policies? First, it asks me to theorize about what it's like to be drunk. Now it's asking me to go inside the minds of other students about what they think. What the fuck? It's just stupid. Stupid bitches asking stupid questions. Middle of the road, 4. If you were to go to a bar or nightclub where alcohol was served, how likely is it the following would happen? I would be carded and asked for proof of age to enter. Well, I've been told I look very young for my age, so I probably would be carded. I'm going to have to go with a 6 on that one. I would be carded or asked for proof of age to get an alcoholic drink. I would suspect, very likely, that I would be carded if I wanted to drink. If you were to go to a restaurant where alcohol was served, how likely would the following happen? Carded to enter, carded to get an alcoholic drink. Don't think I would be carded to get into the place. I'm going to have to go with a 3. Yeah, I'm going to go with 3. To get an alcoholic drink, I expect I would get carded. Moving on. If you were to go to a campus-sponsored event where alcohol was served, how likely is it that the following would happen? You get carded to enter and carded to get a drink. What the fuck ever. Okay, I wouldn't get carded, and I would get carded to drink. Fraternity sorority party. Okay, this is actually a little different. Quite honestly, I wouldn't get carded to enter, and I wouldn't get carded to drink. Of course, my college doesn't actually have a fraternity or sorority, so we can't organize that shit. Not that I care, I wouldn't join. To what extent do you agree with the following statements? Most of my friends have fake IDs. They don't. I got driver's licenses. They don't need it. It's easy to use someone else's ID to buy alcohol. Well, if you're a fucking guy and you're using a woman's ID to try to buy alcohol, it's not gonna fucking work, is it? I'll give that a 3. There is nothing wrong with the use of fake ID. There is something wrong with it. Because you lack patience. I don't get it. Why are people so in a hurry to drink? To rebel against your parents? Because they hugged you too much? You got a problem with that? Stupid bitches. Using someone else's ID to buy alcohol is wrong. Again, I do not care. I'm going to put a 3. You need a fake ID to have an active social life. If you need a fake ID to have an active social life, you, sir, are a fucking loser. I sit in my room and play video games all day. People can call me a loser for that, but if you need alcohol to have a social life, you, sir, and because I say sir because it's probably true, are a fucking loser. My friends discourage using a fake ID. My friends and I have actually never talked about fake IDs before. That's how little we needed them. Using a fake ID is a sign of a poor moral character. I wouldn't go that far. Just someone wants to drink. You can do what you want, I don't care. It's easy to get a fake ID. I don't know. Is it? Put it in the comments if you think it is. I've never tried it. Borrowing someone else's ID to buy alcohol is no big deal. Swear. It's like these people want you to drink. It's easy to use a fake ID to buy alcohol. Is it? Put it in the comments. I don't know. That's gonna be stupid shit. Swear to God. If you were to use a fake ID to buy alcohol, how likely is it the following would happen? I don't know. Very likely. I could answer for every single one of them. But I'm not, because I'm going to read each one like I've been doing, so you can understand. First one, I would get caught. You might. Depends how good the ID was. 4, the fake ID would be taken away from me. I'm going to have to go with the 6 on that one. Actually, I'm going to go with 7. They're supposed to take away those cards. ID would turn over to the police. If you knew the guy, you might be able to get away with it. I'm going to have to go with a 5. My parents would be notified. Again, it all depends. If you know the shopkeep, he may let you slide. 5. Police would file criminal charges against me. Forging documentation, government documentation. I'm going to have to say, that's very likely. I'd be required to pay a fine. I'm going to have to go with the 6 on that one. Pretty likely. Do community service? Pretty likely. Be required to spend time in jail. Now, if we are wasting jail space on people who used fake IDs, that's fucking stupid. It's like putting in some guy you caught smoking marijuana. He ain't doing nothing wrong. Don't put him in jail. You put the guy who stabbed the other guy in the eye with a broken beer bottle. You put him in jail. He's psycho. You don't put a guy who's just used the fake ID. Very unlikely. I have to believe that no one would be that stupid. If you were to use someone else's ID to buy alcohol, how likely is it the following would happen? And it's roughly the same stuff, except it involves the other person too. I would get caught. Again, I don't know. Hey, if you look like the guy, maybe you could get away with it. The ID would be taken away from me. Most likely, it isn't your fucking ID anyway. Parents would be notified. Maybe. My ID would be turned over to the police. Probably. File criminal charges. Maybe. Required to pay a fine. Maybe. Community service and jail time. Maybe. Police would file criminal charges against the person whose ID I used. Maybe. Fine. Maybe. Community service. Fine. They would have to spend some time in jail. Again, I don't think so on that one. Alright. Next page of this shit. Alright. He's giving us a note. A drink is defined as 12-ounce beer, 8.5-ounce malt liquor beverage, a 12-ounce wine cooler, a 5-ounce glass of wine, 1.5 ounces of liquor, whether in a mixed or a shot. It's got pictures to go with it. one 12-ounce drink of beer, 5% of alcohol, equals one glass, 5 ounces of wine, 12%, 1.5 ounces of liquor, 40% or 80 proof. I don't know why. I just can't seem to remember that shit. Maybe it's because I don't fucking drink, so I shouldn't be taking this shit. Or whatever. How do you feel about people ages 18 to 20 having 1 or 2 drinks nearly every day? Again, I do not care about what you do with your life. As long as that when you're driving, if you're driving drunk, you don't hit my car. Then I've got a problem. Otherwise, do what you want.